Hi team, in this video I'm going to explain how our offense works. We have 5 players on the field at a time and they're all going to have a specific position. 3 of them we're going to call receivers, and I've labeled them here 1, 2, and 3. The other 2 are going to be called handlers. They're the ones that handle the disc more frequently. So right here the red thing is the disc. They're labeled T and D. T just stands for thrower, who happens to be the person who has the disc right now. D stands for dump. If the stall count gets high and the thrower doesn't have an open throw downfield, then they're just going to turn around and make a really short throw to the dump so that they get another 10 seconds of stall. When that happens, the thrower just runs around back here and becomes the new dump. In this orientation, the field is going up, so the end zone we're trying to score in is somewhere up here. The 3 receivers make a horizontal line up here in order to create space. They make 2 areas of space in general, one big area in front of them and one behind them. What they do is they cut up and down the field depending upon where their defender is guarding them. So if you're number 1 and your defender is lined up behind you because they're afraid of the deep throw, then you just run in toward the person with the disc in a straight line and they're going to throw an easy 10-yard pass to you. So we're just going to take whatever space the defense gives us. If number 3, this person is guarding them in, then 3 doesn't want to cut in. They might fake in, but then cut deep. If the thrower has that throw, then we want you to just put this disc up and try to hit that person. Even if it's a turnover, we turn the disc over at the other team's end zone, and they have to walk all the way down the field in order to get a goal. We also want to look at our teammates' defenders. So if number 1 looks at this defender over here and they're in front of 3, 1 doesn't want to just start wandering deep because that takes away the space. 1's defender is now here and they can block the disc if it gets hucked to 3. So if the defender is here, 1 notices that, 1 wants to just edge in a little bit to create more space for number 3 to cut in. So look at your defender and look at your teammates, and that will tell you how to cut in and out. Lastly, whenever one of these people cuts in, then somebody else should be cutting out. You work like pistons, and you time your cuts. So if 2 starts cutting in and the disc goes up, 3 wants to fake in when that disc is going up, and as soon as 2 catches the disc, 3 then streaks deep. And whenever 2 gets it past, the first thing you do is look up deep to see if any of your teammates are running deep so you can throw it to them. Okay, let's see this in action with some video. We're running the same offense as all of these professional teams. So here's a team running the exact same thing we're doing. Look at these 3 receivers down here. The disc is this person here, and what they're trying to do is score in the end zone down here. This is exactly what we just laid out. So that's number 1, number 2, and number 3. These professional teams have 7 players on the side, so they have some extra handlers, which we don't have. Our dump would actually be lined up behind this person, not just straight across from them, but our dump would be toward the center of the field. If you're going to dump the disc to your teammate, you don't want to do it toward the edge and get yourselves boxed in a corner. Always dump slightly back and toward the center of the field if you can. Now, how should these people be cutting? You ought to be able to tell. Look at their 2 receivers, their 2 defenders. They're behind them. So these 2 people are obligated to cut in. There's a huge space here, and if they are open, he can get a free 20-yard pass. What should this person be doing? You can already tell by their running. They know what they should be doing. Their defender's behind them. So he's going to be streaking deep. All right, let's see it in action. So all we do is take what space the defense gives us. That disc hangs in the air a little ways, and so it's the player has to make a really great catch on it. But nonetheless, that is the exact kind of offense that we're trying to run. Okay, let's see another video. Here, the person with the disc is this one, and they just threw it. So our receivers, again, we're going in the same direction down here. The dump is this person who's already going upfield because they're ready to reset. They don't need to just wait back here. If the disc goes upfield, the handlers and dump need to go upfield too. These receivers, this person, look at this huge, beautiful space here, and the defenders are way back here. We're just going to run in and take a free 20-yard pass if they give it to us. Now, when this person comes in, just like pistons, these other people need to be streaking out, and you can't see it, but actually the other receiver, somebody's already getting ready to streak out, perfectly timed with this cut going deep. So this person's going to catch the disc and just look upfield, and if his teammate is streaking deep, we're going to throw it to him. So here's the other receiver. Notice that little jiggy cut that they do. And now they're just going to streak deep and we're going to launch up the frisbee to them. That's exactly the offense that we're looking to run. Okay, let's see another one in action. Here we have, I think this is our teammate getting the disc here on an in cut. Again, the disc we're going in this direction. They receive the disc on an in cut, and the first thing that he's going to do is look deep to see if he has a teammate going. So he gets the disc and then he just launches. Notice the teammate is out here streaking deep into all that space. Okay, she makes an awesome layout grab. So as soon as you see your teammate receiving that disc, if they're doing an in cut, you just streak deep on an out cut and see if you can catch it. Okay, one last example. All right, here's the person with the disc right here. Here's the receipt. So notice there's a bunch of extra handlers, but we don't have this. We're just going to have one more handler in dump. So there's a handler here. Here's the dump. No, that's the official. Our dump is going to be lined up somewhere back here. Here's the collection of receivers, and let's see how they're cutting in and out. Watch this. So this receiver sees an open space right here. They're already fairly in close to the disk, but he has a big open space here that he's cutting into. Now notice these receivers down here. We have all this space that they've created. So notice this person is cutting in because they have a huge amount of space here. Now watch what happens. They're cutting in because they were already deep. He couldn't make another deep cut. His defender was waiting down here. So he was obligated to cut in. Since the defender was behind him, look, they just took an easy 15-yard pass. And what should the other teammates be doing? Notice these two teammates are streaking deep. And so as soon as this person receives the in pass, he's just going to look deep to see if there's a teammate streaking, and there they get it. Exactly what we're looking to do. Maybe we can see that catch. That was a really sweet grab. Okay, they're going to show it again. This is exactly what we want to do. Somebody catches an easy pass coming in, looks upfield, and the teammate is already running deep. So just to review, this is our basic offense. We have 3 receivers and 2 handlers, and what these receivers are doing is cutting in and out. And generally, just take whichever cut that your defender is giving you. And if you come in and receive the disc, as soon as you catch it, look up, and one of your teammates will hopefully have time to cut running deep. Okay, thanks.